Hi everyone, it's Diane with Diane and Danny at Home, ready to share. I'm really excited. I am retiring. I know I haven't been real consistent on when I post because I just never know. I was planning on the beginning of May of putting out a Tablescape and Mantle, and I ended up getting sick, and then I was been tired, and so I'm just getting to it now. But I'm excited. Like I mentioned, I'm retiring at the end of June. I'm so excited. I plan to do more thrifting, more crafting, and sharing those things. I love to craft, and I've done very few crafting videos, but I'd like to start doing more of those. And I'm looking forward to it and see where this channel goes. I've always just done it just for fun, just to share my passion, which is decorating and crafting. Maybe I can get my craft room halfway decent so I can actually show it to you all. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And I do have a tablescape and a mantle to share. And again, I'm excited. Thank you for joining me. And welcome to my mantle. So I used a lot of green. I was thinking of the outdoors again. I just love this time of year, going outside and working on the yard and the garden. I use these little pieces with the little birds, the little cage item from outside. I pulled those in, and I put the little moss balls in the underneath it. I also picked up this plate, which I use often. I just had it on the wall, and I just love the green and the gold. And I love the ornate stand that it sits on. So I thought, well, I'm using them again. I know I use it a lot. And here is my reason for the green theme is these big jars that I bought. I bought those at a scholarship fundraiser in Corlitas, California. They were selling all kinds of items, and I caught my eye, but they were set aside, so I thought for sure they were sold. But I found out they were not, so I bought them. So that was pretty exciting. And then on my cage here, I put these two little pom-poms. They have the tags with the colors on them. I left that on there. Those came from the Goat Hill Fair, and I just thought they were pretty little tassels, little chubby tassels, and the colors went well. So this also is from the Goat Hill Antique Fair, which I bought probably 3 to 5 years ago. Time flies, so probably 5 years ago. I like the color of it, although I've toyed with the idea of painting it. And then the birds, cute little glass candle holders. Can't recall where I bought those from. I think maybe an estate sale. I thought they were really pretty. And these plates are probably familiar. If you ever watched my channel, I like to use them. I think they're really pretty. Again, I love that gold rim, the gold detailing. And then on top of the pots, I put those big balls of greenery on top. Someday I hope to have real topiaries, real pretty ones to be in the yard. And these jars will eventually go back in the backyard. I found some green lace ribbon to put on the mantle. And there's actually two types. So again, a little bit different on coloring for me, this green, but I do like it. I like green and white together. I love those gardens that when they have the green and white. Those topiaries and then the bushes that are shaped around. I love that. I just love that look. But again, I love the outdoors, so I'm excited about that time. So, again, I was talking about possibly painting that, but painting's not really my thing, so if it happens, it'll be surprising. But I like the way the mantle came out. I hope you agree. A few more pictures of it just to look back. A little bit closer there. And then for my tablescape, I was trying to make it kind of fun, a little festive. Springtime celebration. I used the little images for my merry-go-round that I made a couple of Easters ago. And then I have my honeycomb balls that I found at Hope Thrift. I thought they were beautiful. I love the colors, very colorful. So I just added some faux flowers and leaves up on the light fixture there, my chandelier. And I put some ribbons. I originally planned to use all kinds of ribbons, but it didn't happen. I lost that vision. But here's a little closer look to the merry-go-round that I made. I downloaded these images. Actually, my sister Kathleen did, and I was fussy cutting for her, and I go, do you mind if I keep them? So I did. I kept them, and I glued them onto hardstock paper, and then I glittered the backside, and I used little dolls and wrapped them in ribbon. So they have, I changed the hats. They had very big hats on them, and I trimmed them down, and I thought they were super cute. I love rabbits. I can't remember the name of the download, but I will get that for you. And then I put down this grass mat to use as my table covering. I toyed with the idea of cutting it into placemats, but then I envisioned myself trying to make straight lines. Making everything perfectly square sounded like a challenge, so I decided to leave it be. Now my table setting, I bought these at a yard sale, this beautiful plate. I just love the colors on it. And I happened to find these little birds with the same coloring. And I found those at the Elks Club sale. They were having a sale, and this woman was selling her little birds. And I bought a few items from her. So I have it on a yellow charger, yellow plaid. I just thought it was sunny and fun. And then the blue little ruffle there, placemat on the little basket charger. And then this candy that my sister Pat, gave us, I thought it was just perfect. It matched so well, the colors. I just love the colors. I like anything cone-shaped, too. I love that. So I thought this was a nice little match right here. The bird is so cute. And the bird was they were $1 each, so that was a reasonable price. And I just wrapped it with some tulle. Has a little sparkle on it, just a little pop of fun. And I found these napkins with the blue trim. Added that on. And my pink glasses, I felt like they needed to really pop out. And they were big and bold. And my little polka dot ones. And then here I have the utensils. I thought these were such a charming little carrier for your forks and knives. Really, really sweet. Just tie up, they're in there. I imagine it's for a picnic, but I thought they were really cute. I found those at, I think again it was one of Rosa's sales, a late friend. She used to have great yard sales. And then this cute little bird spool that was somehow fell, but the coloring again matches so well, and it's on this tulle, and the spool is wrapped in velvet ribbon and some flowers, some little pretty decorative little flowers glued on there. I thought that would be a cute project for the future. And anything different, just the wood, there. And the little flower ring I like to bring out in the spring often. That's the one I bought in Monterey, the Cancer Society. And then back to a closer look at these beautiful colors there and the pretty decorations that I found at Hope Thrift. And here we go. We have some faux bread. I decided to put out my faux bread I had bought, and I have never displayed it, I don't think. I've had it 2 summers ago, I believe. So I pretty much didn't change too much on the top. I just added those more moss balls up there. And those, I think they were old-fashioned lampshades that I used just the wire. And that's what I did for my table. Oh, my table, my little candles are in these beautiful little candle holders. And again, this ring of flowers right here, the white flower you can lift and you can put a candle in there. So it's really pretty. I really like it. I use it. I think I bring it out every spring. It's very pretty. And I believe that's all I have to share. And again, you can see the little flowers, candle holders. Super sweet. So now that I finished with my tablescape, let's see what I end up doing with that little green rug. The little green space. I bought that at Ross. I thought it would just be fun to have. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my table, and I thank you for watching. And again, I look forward to posting more in the future. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider so. And here's some more pictures of the mantle. And we have Miss Danny Grace under the table, patiently waiting. Thanks for watching, and God bless.